Hi, I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta from the University of New Haven in Connecticut, and today we will be making black bean and goat cheese quesadilla. Let's get started. We have to make our filling. I use dried black beans, cooked them and pureed them. You can use canned black beans, it doesn't matter. What we want to do though is we want to season them. Let's put some garlic in there, and notice the amounts. I'm cooking by feel. I want to make this a little spicy. Not too bad. That's chopped jalapeno, no seeds. We're gonna use some fresh herbs, oregano. Oregano's a big Mexican herb. We also have sage and rosemary. Scallion whites, a little stronger than the greens, not as fresh, not as herbaceous. And we're gonna need some salt. Kosher salt goes a long way. We have some jalapeno, but let's give it some cracked, fresh pepper too. So it's not quite as dry. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of olive oil. Now let's mix it up, and we have to taste it. And I think that's a good mix. Have to do it. A little salt, and I need a little more vegetation. Going to jalapeno, going with the scallions, and heck, just to oomph up the onion a little bit, a little shallot. It has nice heat, delayed heat. Not right away as soon as you put it in your mouth, but it grows on you. And that's kind of pleasant. You know, leaves a wanting of more. Now let's get some chopped tomatoes, because I want to use some, I think, on the inside to add a little moisture, and I want to use some on the outside for the garnish. So these are just some chopped tomato, plum tomato. They're pretty hearty. I'm going to use flour tortillas. You can use corn. They have some nice fresh corn tortillas out on the market. Otherwise, the corn tortillas had a tendency to be a little dry. I had a damp towel on them. Keep them fresh, so let them dry out. Take your mixture. I'm gonna put a cover on this. And when we cook this, we're gonna cook it dry. And it should be flat. Don't go any deeper than that. Save room for your cheese. I might spot it with a few tomatoes, which I'm strongly contemplating, to add a little moisture on the inside. Again, same principle when I lay this cheese here, okay? Now this is messy, but your fingers are your best tool. They're clean, I might add. An even distribution of cheese. Go to the edge, single layer. There it is. It's seasoned up, get it nice and tight. Now, we're gonna go to the pan. Make sure your pan is hot. Don't burn your fingers. Don't bend it. Pick it up, nice. That's it. Let it cook. When you cut an avocado, this is the garnish, remember, go right in the center, lengthwise. North Pole, South Pole, right? Go around in a circle. There's a pit in there that my blade of my knife is rubbing against. Don't squeeze the avocado. This avocado feels like it's perfect to me, okay? Slightly overripe. That's okay. That's not going to kill you. As far as the spoon goes, something big. Not a teaspoon, even bigger than this is nice. The shovel of this spoon is gonna fit perfectly. And I'm gonna scoop this out, one nice scoop. Since I'm gonna mush it up, I better have a little bit of lemon juice to keep it from browning too much. We have a little garlic. We're gonna add a little jalapeno. We're going to add a little bit of green onion or scallion. Let's just mash it up. It could be chunky. Those dark spots, those overripe spots kind of go away. It stays nice and green. Why? Because of the lemon. I don't think I have enough herb in there. All right, that's it. Let's see that. That's gonna be the garnish. I was cooking the quesadilla on low heat for a fairly long time. And the reason being is because I had a cold filling. The black beans were cold. The cheese was cold. All the ingredients I added was cold. And so I wanted to heat slowly, because if I browned it too quickly, then my center would be cold. I want the goat cheese to melt. I'm gonna cook the other side now. So let's flip it. All right, let's let that cook. Put that on low. This is dry pan, remember. Dry pan meaning no oil, no cooking medium. And it doesn't stick because it's a flour tortilla. Let's think about a few things so we have mise en place to dress up our plate. I have a jalapeno, right? And we'll just cut it. We're gonna use the nice slices. We're gonna keep the seed in there. This way, if people want it, they could have it. I'm gonna season my tomatoes. A little scallion and a little bit of herbs. Dress them slightly. A little bit of oil. And we're going to squeeze a little bit of lemon in there. A little salt when you work with tomatoes. So we have fresh jalapeno, guacamole. How about some red onions? So our own little deconstructed salsa. We might put some peppers. Don't let it come apart. There we go. Like a pie. Okay, get that tip in there. It's gonna be an entree. Cheese is nice and melted. Get our plate up here. Make it nice and balanced. Put our points in. This way we have some nice, even spaces for our garni. So let's put guac. Let's put tomato. Let's be even here. That's a nice vegetarian entree. Black beans, healthy. Little onion, people like little onion. Let's take a little bit of red pepper on there. Let's take some jalapeno, push them down. And we're gonna take a little bit of lime to finish it off. A very bright, citrusy finish to freshen up the plate. And that is my black bean goat cheese quesadilla. Just as I hope. The center is nice and hot, temperature-wise. It's well flavored, good balance of cheese to beans. I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta from the University of New Haven. And remember, it's just good cooking.